All right. Okay. I think hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good right now, man. Hopefully we are good right now. So sorry guys about those tech issues happening. I'm just still trying to figure out my way around this camera that I have. So, but hopefully I think everything should be cool. So back to what we're saying right now. Icardi. So the rumor around the campfire is apparently your boy Mauro Icardi is heading out of Inter Milan. And apparently, there's a jersey available for him at Juventus. So I believe the two options for him at the moment, well, the options are Man United, Juventus, and I'm not saying that Arsenal is a potential possibility for him. The Arsenal is a potential possibility for him. So I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how that's going to work, but that is what has been put out there. So I believe that, look, Inter Milan are losing a great striker. And I think that it is stupid for them to let go of Icardi. But I think that you have to deal with the issue that they have at hand. And I think the issue that they have is the very fact that your boy Icardi is problematic. Primarily Wanda Icardi is she has proved to be problematic for this whole franchise because of everything that has happened. So it's like this isn't a footballing decision. It's much more of a moral, ethical decision. It goes beyond football because, again, for some reason they just have not really been able to work out some kind of understanding where they can pretty much operate as one. So it is what it is. But I think for Inter Milan, if Inter gets Lukaku, that's a downgrade. Lukaku, I still think is a good striker, but it's a downgrade. So any team that is getting Icardi, whether it be Man United or Juventus or Arsenal, you're gonna take baggage with you. And look, if I was advising Icardi, this is what I would say to Icardi. You have to make a choice. Simple as that. You have to make a choice. Either you choose your football career or you choose your wife. And look, it's a simple choice. It's pretty much a simple choice. You either choose your wife or you choose your playing career. Because I think it's pretty much set in stone that you can't have both. You can't have both. You just need to accept that. You just need to move forward with that and just accept that for some reason you cannot have both because this woman has proved to be too problematic. What club can cope with that thing? Because I think as much as it's a great move for Juventus, and it would be a superb move for Juventus, because if you can imagine Icardi as striker, Cristiano on one flank, you've got Ramsey as your attacking midfielder. That is a dynamic attack that Juventus have. So, but can Juventus cope with the baggage he brings in? Man United needs to be careful. What is the reason as to why they're offloading Pogba? The reason they're offloading Pogba is because they believe that Pogba is problematic. That's why they believe that he's a bad seed and he's giving a bad influence in the dressing room, man. So I think that it would be crazy. Like if the swap deal goes through, it would be a crazy swap deal for me. I'm still not sold on Lukaku and Inter Milan. I'm still not. You see, I'm still not sold on that. I still think that is a bit. That's a bit iffy for me. So, but because my thing is like, are Inter Milan getting Lukaku because that is the best that they can get because they need to get rid of Icardi? Or does Conte genuinely want Lukaku? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Lukaku is a good striker, but he can also be a brick, and he can also be a player that plays in teams. He has lived in Siberia for some time. So, it's a tricky one. But I think I still hold firm that if Argentina had given Icardi more chances than at least not more, but if they gave Icardi the same chances that you give Aguero for Argentina, maybe Argentina would have won a Copa America. maybe they would have, because he is a natural goal scorer. The dude is just a natural goal scorer. He's a natural goal getter, and that's just something you've got to ride with, man. That's how this guy is a natural flipping goal scorer. So I need to think about this. Wait, what is this Discord? Because I was having a discussion with someone about Discord. What exactly is Discord and why do people use it? Because I'm going to probably try and look into it. But if anybody can tell me what exactly is Discord and what makes it so cool, what makes it so cool? What is the benefits about having a Discord as opposed to just having a Twitter messaging thing or something? Because if you can tell me exactly what it is, how it could be beneficial for the channel, then yeah, you know what, I will look into it and I'll try and create a Have Football Hot Discord and get that going. So please just tell me what exactly is a flipping Discord. So people wanted me to talk about Champions League favorites, specifically with what Juve have done and maybe the other teams. And what I always say to you is that it's early days. It's early days, and I think it's a bit too early for me to give out a Champions League kind of understanding, or like it's very hard for me to really tell you what a Champions League winner can do. But the thing is this: keeping it real, keeping it a thou, keeping it real, keeping it a thou. The moves that Juventus are making has been very interesting. I want to see PSG post Neymar. Like, I'm looking very carefully at PSG because I want to look at what that team looks like by the time the season starts. I believe Neymar's going to leave. So if Neymar leaves PSG, who are we left with? Are we left with just Mbappe and Cavani? Do we have a Coutinho? Do we have an Us in there to begin with? Are they going to bring in much more players? I want to see what PSG look like. I want to see who Liverpool buy. Because if Liverpool do not buy anyone, I think it would be very hard for them to defend their title. As good as the team is, and this is a damn good team who are formidable at Anfield, I think for Liverpool, because everybody is strengthening up, they need to strengthen up. Because remember, Real Madrid were a non-entity. They got baptized by Ajax at their crib. Bayern Munich, again, they were a non-entity. So many teams were not ready yet because so many teams needed to be revamped, and they were in a transitional stage where players needed to go and players needed to be replaced. I'm worried about Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich have not bought anybody. So Bayern are a team that I'm like, wait a minute, you haven't replaced Ribery and Robin yet. So I can't even put Bayern in the conversation because they haven't bought anyone of note. Hernandez and Pava are good buys. They're not critical buys. And to be real with you, unless you're buying a top tier defender, I need to see what you're attacking, where weaponry is. So if you're giving me defense, midfield, that is just to solidify your team. But really, the things that make you win a thing is who's your striker, who's your inside forward, who's your playmaker. These are the key things, especially in football right now, is your striker, your playmaker, your number 10, and your inside forwards. Bayern have not given me that. Lewandowski has flopped in multiple Champions Leagues right now. So I think that it may be time for him to step aside. So are they now going to get Timo Werner? And if Bayern get Timo Werner, is that really the dude who is good enough to give you a CL? I'm not too sure. Is your boy? Is it Javi? He's old. Thiago Alcantara. But I was in the office today doing my day job, and I was reading about beast mode. Now, I don't know how truthful this is, how real this could be, but a rumor around the campfire says that beast mode could be heading to Bayern. There is movement and talk of beast mode heading to Bayern. Now, I know what you're all going to say. Bale is finished. He's done. Half of what happens to you inducted this trash, useless waste of space. have some respect. This guy scored a bicycle kick in a Champions League final. Have some respect. Yes, I know Zizou scored a volley. He scored a bicycle kick off the bench in a Champions League final. So insult him all you want. Sorry, I'm a very simple man. A bicycle kick in a Champions League final buys you time. It buys you time. If you could do that for me, then you know what? I will give you leeway. So, and Bale at the moment, he says he wants to stay at Real Madrid. But Real Madrid said that there is no space for you. And Zidane has said, I am trying to replace you. I don't want you on my team. I don't think I've ever seen a case where a player has steadfastly tried to remain at the club even when his manager has said to his face, I don't want you. I really don't want you. Please step to the left and don't let the door hit you when you leave. So, so if Bayern get Bale, I think that's interesting. That's a step forward because as much as people want to say Bale is done and Bale is finished, I think that there may be something in him. I think that there may just be a little bit something left in him. There may just be a little bit something left in this dude that people may be ignoring. Just don't sleep on him yet. Don't sleep on him yet. So I think so again for me, I think we can't look past Man City because the reason why we can look past Man City is Man City. Pep Guardiola is desperate to win a Champions League. As much as Pep Guardiola wants to preach about those 3 titles, and of course those 3 titles are amazing. The domestic treble, as I say. But as much as he wants to preach about that, your boy needs the CL. He needs the CL. Like, there are not two ways about it. There's no point in trying to look left, look right. He needs the flipping CL. And I think that Man City, their priority will be the Champions League. And I think Pep Guardiola, because you cannot deny them as a threat, because yes, they lost to Tottenham. They lost. They were very close to beating them. And they lost via a VAR decision. Right via that decision, but also by a VAR decision. So, and I think for Man City is that they don't need to buy anyone. The reason why they lost to Tottenham isn't because, oh no, we didn't buy the right player and everything. They have their squad. They have their team. They have everyone. But that tie was lost in the first half. And I think the players aren't to blame. Well, people can say, look, man, Laporte did make two mistakes. But I think beyond that, you can say Laporte is partly to blame. Pep is also partly to blame because his first half strategy and tactics were pretty poor. Because he should have gone for the win. And if he had gotten an away goal by playing a full strength team, City would have beaten Tottenham very easily, And I think everything was pointed towards a City Liverpool Champions League final. I think that was how the narrative was being written, where you would have City Liverpool fighting for the Premier League, City Liverpool fighting for the Champions League. And I still believe, based on the story, that Liverpool would have still beaten Man City in the final, because I cannot imagine a world where Pep wins a quadruple. That is scary. If Pep was to win all 4 trophies, something that has never been done in modern football, then it's over. Like, it's finished, it's done. He'll win an Oscar. He can retire, and then then Uncle Mo is screwed. See, that is the only thing that will make Uncle Mo fully irrelevant. Is if Pep wins a quadruple, Uncle Mo is done. Uncle Mo is done. So it was important that Pep didn't win that quadruple, because I need your boy Uncle Mo to be relevant. So you can't sleep on Man City. Juventus are forming a very interesting team. And I think the only question mark around Juventus now is how well will this team fit with Sarri's system, because this will now be a totally new Juventus. And because this will almost be a Juventus unlike anything that we've seen for a very long time, because for so long, whether it was under Lippi, under Capello, under Conte, under Allegri, even Deschamps, they've always had a very pragmatic approach. Either a very pragmatic approach or a very defensive approach. For the first time ever, Juve will now be playing this very attractive, modern, pass and move, attack-minded, positive, offensive football that Sarri brought to Chelsea, Sarri brought to Napoli. So my question is, how well will Juventus work with that system? Because remember, it took Chelsea some time to get to the system, although Chelsea did have lesser quality players. So if Sarri's system clicks really quickly for Juventus, I think Juve will be very dangerous. I think Juventus will be very dangerous, because I think the Champions League encourages you to be attacking. It encourages you to be attacking, and it doesn't really want people to be scaredy cats. It doesn't want people to be fearful at all. So I think, because look, man, people are already ripping Juve fans in there. Juve have lost a lot of finals, and Gallo. I know you love your club, but Gallo, you've lost a lot of finals, and I do feel that it is time that Juve put that right. I feel that it is time that Juventus put that right and really sort out what has been an absolutely atrocious running in the Champions League, man. So, look, man, there's a lot of beef happening in this thingy, man. Jason and Gallo, man, do you guys need to have like a separate room? Because look, Jason and Gallo, they seem to be going back and forth with it, man. But yeah, so United aren't in the Champions League, so I don't even know why I was thinking about them. Who else do we have? So we talked about Real Madrid. Zidane's not winning the Zidane is never winning the Champions League again as a manager. Can we pause for a minute? Can we just pause for a minute? Just pause for a minute. Was I dreaming, or did Zidane really win 3 Champions Leagues in a row? I humbly believe that didn't actually happen. I don't think that actually happened. I think that I was actually dreaming. I think everyone is in on it. So everybody is like in on this whole hoax that Zidane was a manager that led a team to 3 Champions League victories. That didn't happen because that's stupid. Because let's just think, wait. Zidane just waltzed in his first job as a manager and wins 3 Champions League titles consecutively in a row. I really believe that it has to be a lie. That has to be a lie. It can't be true. It's honestly cannot be true that is what happened. But apparently it is. So, oh my gosh, Hardcore is in here. Yeah. What up, Hardcore? What the hell did Hardcore get here? Look, Hardcore he's been sending some messages about respect and legendary, and maybe we'll talk about which are the most legendary clubs out right now. So, for Real Madrid, going back to them, Hazard, man, it is what it is. Hazard, bro, I have preached, I have talked, I released a flipping documentary about you. I've really gone out on a limb and said you're that dude, and I back Hazard. Now, I'm not saying Hazard is going to be a superstar. I'm not saying that Hazard is going to be the best player in the world. All I'm saying is that I believe that Hazard is ridiculously talented, and I believe that Hazard is in the top 3 best players in the world. 100% he is. He is top 3 in the world. That is non-negotiable. That is a fact. And my thing right now is that for Hazard, this is what you wanted. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve after producing the greatest single individual season in Premier League history. So when a guy gives you the greatest ever individual season in Premier League history, he demands respect. So anybody that doesn't respect him is a hater. And hating actually takes years of your life. Hating takes about 10, 25 years of your life. So continue to hate, continue to ignore. But my thing about it is that for Real Madrid, they definitely have a team that can win the Champions League. I mean, if you tell me a team has Ramos, Modric, Varane, Zad, Jovic, Benzema, and you've got the young and Vinicius Juniors coming through, that is a team that there's enough talent that can win the Champions League 100%. But as I've always said, it's about chemistry. Does Zidane have a team that works well together? The thing about that Champions League run is that was just a perfect marriage, because the key contribution of Cristiano was very important. I think Cristiano's playing style worked very well with Zidane's philosophy. Old school, two midfielders, ball always goes forward. We don't waste our passes. We make the right pass. We always go forward. We keep it nice, simple, old school. And that kind of philosophy and that ethos and that strategy worked very well for the team. So for Real Madrid, I need to see the first few games of the season, and I need to see how they're going. But for the defending champions, Liverpool, 6-time champions, bro, those guys, they did it. And I see, from Liverpool, my thing is this, and I think maybe Liverpool fans can tell me this more than anything. What's the priority? Is the priority to defend the crown, or is the priority to win the Premier League? In life, you can't have two priorities. If it's me, and I know Liverpool fans would not agree and they'd want something different. If it's me, my priority is defend the crown, because I still believe that the Champions League is the biggest club trophy. But I think for a lot of Liverpool fans, they've never won the Premier League trophy. And domestic matters do mean a lot to a lot of Liverpool fans. So a lot of Liverpool fans will say the priority has to be the Premier League, but also we want to defend the title. But if it's me, and this is just your boy Halfo, the humble football analyst talking, Liverpool's priority should be to defend the title. And if Liverpool to defend the title, they need another marquee signing. They need another top signing. And I keep saying it, they need to find a playmaker. That, I believe, was what was missing from the games that they drew. Those games that they drew and those games that they dropped points in, let's say West Ham, it was that guy who can just score a goal out of nothing. That guy who can just give you that pass that no one else sees. That is what that Liverpool have always been missing. I think Ousmane Dembele is great to have as a great understudy, because I think what's his face? Shakira, like Shakira's cousin, ain't so hot. Shakira's cousin. I mean, he's alright. He was a good team. Ain't so hot. I really don't believe that Naby Keita is that dude. I still feel Naby Keita is a very talented player. He's a very talented player, but I think that an executive decision has to be made where I don't think all the faith can be put on Naby Keita. I think it's now time for Liverpool to start looking aggressively into the markets for another different attacking midfielder, because I think that's the key thing. Fabinho is locked in. Wijnaldum is locked in. Milner can come in and be an understudy. Now it's about who can be the creative brains of the team that can supply for Salah, Mane, and so forth. Chelsea, guys, are we sleeping on Chelsea? I get it. I understand. Transfer ban. No Zad. Giroud is a classy brick. A useful brick, but it's a classy brick. But Monaco. Why do I say Monaco? Nobody knew of Monaco. We know of Mbappe now. We didn't know of Mbappe then. We know of Bernardo Silva now. We didn't know of Bernardo Silva then. We know of Fabinho now. We didn't know of Fabinho then. So, what if Chelsea can do in Monaco? What if? What if? Because nobody thinks Chelsea... The beauty of this season for Chelsea is the expectations are extremely low. They're extremely low. And my thing about it is everybody's expecting Chelsea to get relegated, lubricated, baptized, and bemused. I'm even hearing that people think that Chelsea will get colonized. But what if Pulisic is going to be a world-class player? What if this is America's great talent. What if America does have talent? What if America got talent? You know, and what if Pulisic comes through and he really is that quality, amazing player that's going to help inspire this Chelsea team? Because remember, low expectations, underestimation, and it's true. I don't believe in Lampard. I believe Lampard is either going to get sacked or it's going to be a mutual agreement. I just do not think he's that dude. But all I'm saying is this. What if? What if? What if Chelsea can surprise people? You know, with a young, youthful team playing without pressure. Because I did see some of Derby County's thing, and I think, Lampard definitely has a very attacking offensive philosophy because, again, he was a great attacking midfielder. So, I'm just putting it out there that, of course, I don't expect Chelsea to be those guys. Because, again, look, you see, Pulisic, if I'm Pulisic, bro, you have a lot to prove. Because I think a lot of guys are on Pulisic because he's American. I believe that there's a bit of American hate there because I think because America sees him as the golden boy and there is so much hype around him because America believes he's going to be the first true superstar. Because remember, America have never produced a world-class football player. Never. They've never, ever produced a world-class football player. Pulisic is not going to ever be world-class. Pulisic is never going to sniff a Ballon d'Or. Pulisic will never be allowed on the podium. He's going to be left outside of the building. But all because he won't be world-class doesn't mean that he cannot be an important component for Chelsea. And again, it's like he's an old-school winger. He's an old-school direct winger, and who knows what he can do. But I think for Chelsea, like, okay, keeping it real, Chelsea are going to get tapped up. They're going to get touched by either a Real Madrid, a Bayern, Juventus, or something. Like if it's Chelsea up against Juventus in a knockout or against Liverpool, against PSG, they'll get touched. They'll get touched. But who knows? Maybe Giroud will surprise all of us. But I think I'm really looking at PSG. Because I'm looking at to see what does PSG look like afterwards. Because remember, guys, let's keep it real. I keep reminding people that team was made specifically to win the Champions League. That's why it was made. That's why that team was made. That team was made in order to win the Champions League. So you don't spend that much money and you just waste it away. I just keep reminding people that money was not spent to win the Uber Eats. I'm sorry, that money was not spent to win Uber Eats. Okay, that's a sideshow. This PSG, all that money was spent to win the flipping Champions League. So if you can't deliver that, it's failure. I don't care about Ibrahimovic scoring a hat-trick in the retirement home. No offense to the MLS. No offense whatsoever. It's never personal. Don't talk to me about Ibrahimovic, who is overrated. Let's be real, because I don't know. Do we want to have an honest Ibrahimovic conversation right now? Just tell me. Do we want to have an honest Ibrahimovic conversation right now? Remember, guys, use the super chats if you have a question to be answered or you want to help to donate towards the Football Hot live channel. Remember to use the super chat. The super chat helps to support thy channel. The super chat helps to support that channel. So remember to hit that super chat button and support your boy. So tell me, if we want to have an honest Ibrahimovic conversation, please tell me. I am happy to have that right now, very briefly, because we've got a few minutes left before this stream ends. Okay. Ibrahimovic. When Ibrahimovic retires, he will be known as a very decorated player. And I believe that Ibrahimovic will have probably one of the best ever goals repertoires that you will see. Based on the variety of goals that he's scored, Ibrahimovic has scored some of the craziest goals and the most varied goals that we've ever seen of a single player. And that is great. Ibrahimovic has won league titles in 4 or 5 different countries. That is great. For a man who talks himself up the way that he does, for a man who props himself up the way that he does, has he ever played in a Champions League final? I'll let you think on that. Has Zlatan Ibrahimovic ever played in a Champions League final? So, a man of these talents who says he's a lion, he's a great and everything, you played for Juventus, you played for Inter Milan, you played for PSG, you played for Barcelona, 4 of the biggest clubs in Europe, and you couldn't make a single Champions League final appearance. Guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. For a guy who you say that you're as talented as you say that you are, you cannot give me a single Champions League final appearance. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to look at you funny. So, guys, look, man, rounding up here, man. It's been swell. Remember, tomorrow, of course, is the hangouts, the Sunday hangouts, as you well know, the weekly hangout. I need to eat. I need to chop. So yeah, man, I will see you guys on the morrow, and remember, we'll be back here. We'll be back here on Monday. Let's see. Let's look at Tuesday. I think probably Tuesday is probably more likely of when we'll be back. But maybe Monday we might do a slightly earlier live show on the Monday because I record Talking Tactics on the Monday. But whatever the case may be, I'm done. I'm cool. Stay out. Stay true. Peace out. Peace, guys.